Walking. I mean, we all do it, right? It's so fundamental to being human that we hardly ever stop to think about it. It's just how we get from here to there. But what if that simple, everyday movement holds a secret power we've all been completely overlooking? And that's exactly where the book we're diving into today kicks things off. It starts with this idea that because walking is just so easy, so accessible to almost everyone, we kind of dismiss it. We don't see it as a real workout. And that right there, that's the big question, isn't it? That's what we're going to explore. We're going to completely reframe how you see walking, from just a way to get your errands done to a truly dynamic, transformative practice that can benefit pretty much every single system in your body. So, to start, we really have to get past this idea that walking is just, a lazy person's jog or some kind of throwaway activity. It's actually a very specific skill, and it comes with its own unique set of benefits and demands on the body. Now, what's really cool is who is saying this. This isn't just some random fitness influencer. This is Zahab. This is a guy who literally ran 7,500 kilometers across the Sahara Desert and trekked to the South Pole on foot. A huge amount of his time on those expeditions is spent walking. So when an elite, world record-holding adventurer tells you that walking well is a skill you have to practice, you listen. Okay, so if walking is a serious activity, what are the actual rewards? What's in it for us? Well, let's get into the science because the benefits are just incredibly wide-ranging. We're talking about everything from our cells all the way up to our social lives. Let's just start with one of the most powerful stats from the book: 11 minutes. That's it. I mean, think about it. That's less time than it takes to brew a pot of coffee or scroll through your social media feed. And a massive study found that this tiny daily commitment can have a huge, huge impact on your longevity. And these benefits really fall into three big buckets. First, your physical health. Consistent walking is an absolute powerhouse against chronic diseases. Then there's mental clarity. It's a proven mood booster and a great way to spark new ideas. And finally, social connection. It's honestly one of the best tools we have to fight loneliness. This quote from Joyce Schulman just captures that mental impact perfectly. She tells this great story about being 16, coming home from school in just a terrible mood, and her dad just told her, go for a walk. And by the time she got back, her entire perspective had shifted. That's the power we're talking about, the ability to completely change your day in just a few minutes. And here's another one of those really practical, hard-hitting numbers. This isn't about some vague long-term risk. This is about getting through cold and flu season without feeling miserable. A regular walking habit can seriously beef up your immune system, which means you spend less time sick. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Okay, so we've covered the why. You get it. Walking is amazing for you. Now let's dig into the how. What is actually happening inside your body with every single step you take? Because believe me, it's way more complex and coordinated than you'd ever imagine. I mean, this image says it all. Walking is a full body workout. Yeah, your legs are doing the heavy lifting, obviously, but your core is constantly firing to keep you stable. Your back muscles are holding you upright, and even your arms and shoulders get in on the action to create momentum. It's like a whole orchestra of muscles working in perfect harmony. The easiest way to think about this is that you've got two main teams of muscles working together. On one side, you have the prime movers. These are the big engines, your glutes, your quads that actually push you forward. And then you have the stabilizers. These are the unsung heroes in your core and hips that provide the solid platform for all that movement to happen. This quote is the absolute perfect analogy for why those stabilizer muscles are so important. Just picture it. Your powerful leg muscles are the cannon. But if you try to fire that cannon from a wobbly canoe, which is your unstable core, all that power just fizzles out. You need a strong, stable core, solid ground to walk powerfully and efficiently. So, if a stable core is the foundation, how do we actually build it? Well, it starts with two things we do all day long without even thinking about them: breathing and posture. Getting these right is really the secret to unlocking a much more powerful and comfortable walk. This slide shows the difference so well. On the left, you see that ideal alignment where your ribs are stacked right over your hips. But on the right, you see a super common issue called rib flare, where the bottom of your rib cage kind of jets forward. When that happens, you completely break the connection to your core, and that can put a ton of strain on your lower back. Good posture isn't about being rigid. It's just about setting your body up for strength. And here's a super simple, practical way you can actually feel this alignment for yourself. Seriously, pause and go do this. Stand with your back against a wall. Make sure your hips, your lower ribs, your shoulders, and the back of your head are all touching it. Then just step away and try to hold that posture. It's a simple little reset that can retrain your body to find its strongest position. Okay, so you get the benefits, you've got the basics of good form down. Now, let's talk about the simple tools that can make your walking practice way more comfortable, consistent, and, effective. The number one most important tool is what's on your feet, as this expert points out. It's so easy to just grab any old pair of sneakers, but that can lead to blisters, foot pain, or even injury, which totally derails your new habit before it even gets started. So the big takeaway here is that investing in proper walking shoes isn't a luxury. It's an investment in your own success. And where you walk also matters. A treadmill is awesome because it gives you total control. You can dial in your exact speed, your exact incline, and just go. But walking outside, that's where you get that variety. The uneven surfaces make more muscles work, and you get all those amazing mental health benefits of being in nature. So one isn't better than the other. They're just different tools for different days. So as we wrap this up, the central message of the book is beautifully simple. This isn't about going on one heroic 5-hour hike every month. It's about the incredible compounding power of just being consistent. It's that daily 11-minute walk, those small steps taken over and over again, that truly builds a strong foundation of health and vitality. So, you have the blueprint now. You understand that walking is a real, powerful skill. You know about the immense physical and mental benefits. You know the basic mechanics of a good stride, and you know the tools to get started. So the only question left is, what are you going to do with it? What will your next step look like?